earlier today there was a group of people in the old nightclub which used to be called Black Market, and that was a disused, what we thought was a disused abandoned building, and we thought everything was going okay until the owner just barged in the door.
Squatting important, or actually getting everything underway?
What the fuck's wrong with paying money for something?
I'm pretty sure that's going to be empty, if not because they'll have a party.
We don't have contact with them at the moment, but
we can check it out tomorrow when, knowing we've got the nunnery.
For me, I would say that it's about having temporary autonomous zone, the freedom and the space to do what you want to do.
It's about skill sharing as well, and being in an environment where people feel free to learn and not know everything and work things out through mistakes.
We haven't been able to get in a squat and stay for more than 3 hours so far.
yeah, we have. We've stayed for
Okay, without the police showing up.
Where we're at now is we don't have a venue for the band on Friday night, and someone's going to tell me that very soon. We've lost the drum kit, and the PA is in a car somewhere travelling around town. The bands are calling in to find out where they're playing, and I'm telling them that I don't know. But we're having a really lovely lunch, which is being served as we speak, and then we're going to have workshops for the first time. It's day 3. First workshops are going to happen very, very soon.
Just making a cunt quilt here with lots of other girls, and they're all stitching little images of cunts on a piece of fabric.
And whatever money we could make on the bar and the door would be able to fund a publication.
3 issues and parties without any external funding.
Like, basically they have this contract to supply the American military with all this stuff, which they got through being good mates with Dick Cheney.
Sorry, are you asking for the dissent now?
I'm into reclaiming more space on the airwaves, and you don't have to have a gay and lesbian story aired on the gay and lesbian program.
And we've been talking about, in a way, the whiteness of Queeruption. We think it would be unlikely that someone who's just migrated to Australia from a non-white country would be able, and is queer, would be able to either access Queeruption, or even if we deal with any issues that are relevant to them.
The bands ended up setting up in the front room of this fabulous nunnery. And it went off. It was really good. Everyone got so inspired by the end of that that we then had impromptu acoustic guitar and singing and covers of Bikini Kill.
See you later.
What do you think of the Mardi Gras?
Well, I think it's pretty amazing that Sydney has it. Like, of all places in the world, why Sydney?
We're going to go down with our flyers. We're going to try and take the stage, put our banner up, just tell people what we're doing before it rains.
At Fair Day in 2004, we were handing out a Stop the War flyer. We were approached by Mardi Gras officials of the day and were told that we couldn't hand out the flyer because it hadn't been endorsed or registered with Mardi Gras.
Why should we have to get fucking... Because you do! Everyone else does! Because I said so!
In 2004, there was a youth service that was giving out free bottles of water. Mardi Gras officials descended on the stall and told them that they couldn't give out the water. The reason being that the water that was being given out for free wasn't the water that was officially sponsoring Mardi Gras Fair Day.
Having all of that corporate sponsorship and everything means that there are things you can't say and there are things you can't do. And we're fucking queer, man. We're queers. We shouldn't be silenced by money or by, you know, what someone else wants to do.
The corporate sponsorship element of Mardi Gras actually gets in the way of community building and the community doing things for itself.
You know, I'm the sort of person who'll go to both the Mardi Gras Sleaze Ball and I'll go to a Queeruption event as well. And a lot of my friends do the same thing. I'm really looking forward to see what will come out of the gay and lesbian queer community now.
It's almost like Mardi Gras puts up this thing that says, we've won all these things and now we just want to be straight. I don't know, but yeah, it's a bit disappointing, and I think it's becoming less and less relevant to people, particularly young people who are just coming out, and that's not a reality for them. And Mardi Gras really does have this old sense about it, like old in terms of old school. It's very white, it's very male, it's very corporate.
But it doesn't look at really things like youth suicide, the situation of gay and lesbian refugees coming from other countries, you know, access to medical treatment, people with HIV and those kind of issues.
I prefer the underground queer stuff because I suppose it's I just feel like the really sort of the conservative part of the gay world is just so kind of normal and really boring. Yeah, just boring. Doesn't really interest me. I don't identify with it, I suppose.